Hi everyone, this is Arad from English for Everyone, and today's lesson is about both, either and neither. Okay, before getting to explanation, let me tell you one thing, that is, the word both is pronounced in one way. Say both, that's it. The pronunciation of the word neither and either might be different. You might be acquainted, you might be familiar with another way of pronunciation for these words. So we can pronounce these words in two different ways. Either, for example, can be pronounced either, as I just mentioned, and either. So if you say either, both are okay. Okay, that's fine. And this word, neither, I pronounce it neither, you might pronounce it neither. Both are okay. Neither or neither, the same. Okay, so that is clear. Now let's move on to the next thing. The other thing is that all of these are used, both neither and either. All of these are used when we want to talk about two things, two people, two adjectives, two things. Okay, when we use these things, they are different. When I say both books, is different from the time I say either book, either of the books, or neither of them, neither of the books. So they are different. I'll explain how. Imagine I'm thinking of going to London. I'm thinking of going on a trip, and my options are London and Paris. When I say both, okay, when I use both for the cities, it's like a pronoun. Instead of mentioning the name of the cities again and again, I say both cities. Okay? When I say both cities, which means London and Paris, it means the first one, this one, and this one. So when you use both, it's like putting a plus between the two. You might say both cities are beautiful. Both cities are beautiful. It means London and Paris are beautiful. Instead of saying London and Paris, you just say both cities. Okay, so you can use both for the two. Okay, it can be you're talking about tea and coffee. Both means tea and coffee. You might talk about two t-shirts. Okay, when you say both, means the first one and the second one. So both means it's like putting a plus between the two and including both of them, including the first one and the second one. Neither, on the other hand, is just the reverse. We do not use both with negative statements. Instead of that, we use neither. Okay? Talking about Paris and London. If I say neither of the cities, it's like I'm putting a line on both of them. Okay, omitting London and Paris. So that is, I'm talking about, again, it's like I'm talking about both of them in a negative way. Let me give you an example. I say, neither of the cities is cheap. Neither of the cities is cheap. Omitting or deleting the two of having a quality of being cheap. Or let's say being cheap, not the quality. Alright. Now, be careful with the verb. When we say both, then we use the plural form of the verb. Both are beautiful. But when I say neither, I say is, singular form of the verb. Neither of the cities is cheap. Neither is cheap. Both are beautiful. Neither is cheap. So be careful with the verb. Plural one for both, singular one with neither. And the other one is either. Either is like I put a slash between the two. I'm talking, I have the same, they're the same thing. They are the same options. None of them have priority to the other one. Okay? When I say Paris / London, means one of them. Maybe this one, not the other one. Or maybe the other one, not this one. Alright, so I am putting slash. I am putting or between the two. Okay, when I say I can go to either of them, then I am talking about one of them. It means if I go to London, I can't go to Paris. If I go to Paris, I won't go to the other one. So that is it. That's the difference it makes. Imagine you have a guest, and then you ask your guest, tea or coffee? Then the person says either. Either in this case means tea, coffee, doesn't matter. I do not have any preference. If you like, if it's okay for you, tea. If it's not, coffee. Whichever is easy for you. So he or she is not giving you any option, and both are the same for your guest. So when he or she says either, is telling you you can choose for me. Well, imagine you ask tea or coffee, and the person says neither, means not tea, not coffee. Okay, so the person doesn't want any drink. Okay, so the words, you might use it in a different way, and you might mean any of them, doesn't matter, and you would say none of them. Alright, so be careful which means what. Alright, the other thing is that when you have both of, neither of, either of, when you have of after these words, you need to add the, these, those, my, your, his, her, Tom's, John's, Eleanor's, or someone else's, and then the word, okay? None of their restaurants, none of these restaurants, none of my jackets, okay? So their, my, your, something like this is needed because we are adding of, so don't forget that. Unless you are using us, like either of us, both of us. If you have an objective pronoun, you do not need of, and you do not need their, these, those, my, and other things. So you directly say none of you, none of us, none of them. But we need these things, these, that, their, my, your, his, her, before other words. So that's the other thing, don't forget this. So these are when we mention the name of the restaurant or the cities or the jackets or things that we are talking, and then we use none, both, either, neither, both of, neither of, either of. We use it as a pronoun, and we do not mention the name of the city or jacket or restaurant that we are talking about. So if we have talked about the cities, then we say both. But then we say none, or neither, or either. Okay? But imagine you haven't mentioned the name of the city, you haven't mentioned the name of the person, you haven't mentioned the name of the restaurant. Then you can again use both, neither and either, but in a different way. And this is the place, this is how we put it. So we say both blank and blank, both something and the other thing. Okay, so we have two spaces for the two cities, two restaurants, two things that we're going to talk about. Or the other one is neither this nor the other one. Neither this nor the other one. Neither Paris nor London is cheap. Neither this nor the other one. Neither nor. And the other one is either this or that. Then we can say either London or Paris. So I can put my options in the blank, in the spaces, and complete the sentence. So how we put it, if I have both, then and should come in between. If I have neither, then nor should come in between. If I have either, I need or in between. Okay, both this and that. Neither this nor that, either this or that. Okay, so this was a kind of introduction to these things. Now it's your turn. Make as many sentences as you want and see if you are feeling okay, if you feel that, yeah, I've got it. And if you have doubts about any of them, just comment it below the video, ask me, I'll check them for you and I'll get back to you. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.